The world has changed.
We have changed. Welcome to the future.
There are so many things to tell you.
I've already told you some of the worst of it. How Armageddon and his two buddies blew us away, taking Leo and Mike prisoner.
There are so many things to tell you. Guess I'll fill you in on the weather. The worst predictions about the greenhouse effect came true. The changes to the planet were enormous, frightening, irreversible. The ice caps began to melt. They still are. As the sea level began to rise and flood the city, the rats from the sewer began to invade the buildings. There were millions of them. Millions. Things really got out of hand. I formed a partnership with a young cat mutant named Man X. Our goal was to design robots to rid the city of the rats, many of which were passing infectious diseases on to humans. Man X was educated at MIT and an intern at NASA. He was brilliant. Maybe a little too brilliant. Our robots were prototypes of the Onry Coppers that attacked us earlier. They were very efficient. We contracted with the city and set the robots to work. We were very successful. Perhaps too successful. We attracted the attention of Honiton, the Rat King. It was an intense battle. It lasted for days. Things got real ugly. But in the end, we won. Honiton thought it was prudent to retreat. That was the last we've seen of him. That contract made us very comfortable, but money wasn't enough for Mannix. He wanted more. He took robotics to the next stage, biomechanical integration. He began experimenting with cybernetics, meshing flesh with circuitry. He began experimenting with himself. He even went so far as to implant circuitry within his own brain. He said he was seeking immortality, heaven on earth. He changed. He started calling himself Verminator X. I think he created his own hell. As Verminator X, Mannix went bad. Started taking whatever he wanted. Laws didn't matter. Lives didn't matter. All that mattered was his quest, his elusive immortality. He became quite the public enemy. With Mannix gone, I decided to pursue my long-standing interest in time travel. I had learned quite a lot from Cuddly the Cowlick and was interested in putting some theories to the test. I knew I'd need an immense but compact power source. I dug out the crystal converger and used it to locate the second eye of Sarnath. I knew Shredder still had the first eye. Not wishing to get in a fight, I decided to seek out the second one. Looking back, I see that it was a mistake. I should have taken Shredder's as well. Anyway, I went back to my lab and spent months building the first time-slip generator. The Eye of Sarnath proved to be a very efficient power source. The first results were quite promising. However, after a while, things didn't go so well. The Eye of Sarnath proved to be too finite a power source. Soon it began running so low on power that I knew I would only be able to get 2 or 3 more slips out of it. I knew I had to come up with some other source of power if I wanted to continue my time-slip research, let alone perfect the time-slip generator for my own use. Another option was to design a second generator that was more efficient than the first. So I let the first generator sit idle, and I started working on another. However, I didn't count on someone breaking into our headquarters while we were away on a mission and stealing my first time-slip generator. That someone was Armageddon. But I thought Armageddon stole the generator after he attacked you alongside Verminator X and the Shredder. He did. Again. Not again! You see, after Armageddon stole the first generator, I had plenty of incentive to hurry up and complete the second one, which I did. Shortly before Armageddon struck a second time, this time alongside Verminator X and the Shredder, and this time stealing my second generator, as well as the miniature nuclear reactor that is its power source. In fact, looking back on it, I figure that Armageddon used the first generator to go back in time to get the first Eye of Sarnath from the Shredder, and that he must have brought the Shredder back with him as well. Luckily, I still had all my notes and designs on disk. I was able to build a third time-slip generator in order to bring you all here. We need your help.
You have our help. Of that there is no question. But tell me, my son, what powers the third generator?
Electricity. There wasn't any time to find a new power source, so I just plugged it in. I can't wait to see our next electric bill.
Worry not, Donatello. You have done the right thing. Now let us plan how to save your two brothers.
Yes, Master.
Yeah? What's up? I'm not sure how to say this. I mean, it's too funky talking to an immature version of myself. Hey, I ain't immature. Look, trust me, I've been there before. You're me as I once was. I know everything that you're gonna go through in life. Believe me, there's a whole lot I could tell you, but it all boils down to one bit of advice. Learn to lighten up. Lighten up? Yeah, right! In case you haven't noticed, there's only 4 of us mutant turtles in the whole wide world. 4, and we're all male. No females means no children. Means it ends with us. Well, duh! All the more reason to lighten up and accept what you have. Your family, your friends, your brothers, Splinter, April, Oyuki, or anyone else I could name. Like Ninjara? Bingo. You just don't get it, do you? Even if Ninjara does decide to spend the rest of her life with me, you know just as well as I do what's gonna happen. We're turtles. Turtles live a long time, much longer than mammals. I'll outlive Ninjara by at least 400 years. You'll always have your brothers. Great, we can all sit around together and watch the world die. Yeah, I know. But just don't let your friends slip away. Don't let Ninjara slip away. Don't lose sight of what's really important. Like I did.